Hey guys, my name is Kristen Renner and I am here today to talk to you about challenge groups. So I'm going to break up what I have to talk to you about into two quick parts, what a challenge group is and then how to go about hosting them. So I'm really passionate about the challenge group and the challenge group experience because it was what made the biggest difference for me in my own journey. So I'm excited to share with you. All right, so first of all, what is a challenge group? Some of you may already know, maybe you've already participated in one, but just in case you haven't, a challenge group is a private group. The coach or coaches hosting make a private group, and it's a place where like-minded people that have similar goals come together and form a little community of support and of love and of encouragement. That's what a challenge group is at the core, all right? And challenge groups are essential to what we do as coaches because it's basically like the vehicle we use to carry out our mission as coaches, our company's mission to help other people lead healthy and fulfilling lives. I feel like the challenge group experience is really at the heart of what we do as coaches. Okay, yes, we get to set people up with awesome results, proven fitness programs and Shakeology, and that is all really great. Those are great tools. But the challenge group is where we come together and we help those individuals that we're serving and supporting put those tools into place and be successful with them, right? It's where they are held accountable. It's where we walk through the process with them, we hold their hands and we help them get started. We help them put it into place in their own lives and be successful. I think that the challenge group part of all of this, of the whole formula, the accountability part is what so many people lack. So many people want to get fit, want to get healthy, and they try to do it on their own. They try to go to the gym and don't know what the heck they're doing. They try to eat healthy and really don't know what the heck they're doing. They try, different methods of exercise or different types of diets and have no idea what they're doing because they're doing it alone without support. And what we get to do as coaches is be that missing link, be that missing part. I always tell people when I'm talking with them, we have fitness plus nutrition plus support and underlying support. That equals success because without that support, so many people aren't able to get it all together. So that's what we do in the challenge group, all right? So that's what a challenge group is. It's really, really important that as a coach, you are consistent in two things. Consistent in hosting challenge groups monthly and consistent in the method in which you host them, okay? So I'm going to talk to you a little bit now about how to go about hosting a group, but I just want to say up front, kind of like a little caveat, that there is no right or wrong way to host a challenge group, okay? And a lot of it is trial and error. When I started, I did things a lot different than I do now. I've been a coach for over 2 years. Things evolve. I've evolved. And that's okay. That's part of the journey. Your challengers aren't going to know that you're kind of making it up as you go at first. They won't know. It's okay. Just be confident in what you're offering because at the very core, what we're offering is that layer of support, that layer of accountability that so many people are missing, okay? So be confident in that. I also want to say that as the coach of the accountability group, make sure to set the expectation up front or kind of just to set the standard that you are a coach. You are a facilitator. You never claim to be an expert. None of us are experts in this area, right? We're just facilitating the group and literally we're walking alongside them. We're in our own journey as well. And so we're in the trenches doing the workouts, living the life as well, okay? So set that expectation up front and let them know, I'm walking alongside you. I'm going to be here to support you and encourage you and answer questions or even help find the answers to questions along the way, okay? It gives me goosebumps when I talk about it because you guys, this can be so life-changing for people if you really just show them love and support. Really, so many people are missing that part, the accountability and support. All right, so how to host a group. like I said, there's really no right or wrong way to do it. You just got to do it, and you got to be consistent in the way you do it. So there are two main places you can host an accountability group. And by the way, accountability group, challenge group, the names are kind of interchangeable. I like to say accountability group, but that's just me. So you can either host on Facebook and do a private group on Facebook, or Beachbody has developed an app called the Challenge Tracker app that you can download on your phone, and you can host that way too. So either way works. They're both really great. It's just kind of your personal preference, all right? I recommend starting off as a brand new coach, and I think your upline would probably recommend the same thing, that you run your first group along with your upline coach. That way they can kind of run it. You can sort of be an apprentice, learn what you're doing, and they can kind of help you get your feet wet. Okay? Then maybe the second time around, you can find another new coach to host a group with. It's nice if you can team up with somebody to kind of share their responsibilities. It's fun too, because then you can, have another person in there giving their input, and it's just nice. But if you're the type of person that likes to do things on your own, that's okay too. Just kind of have a game plan. You know what I'm saying? So I would recommend hosting the first one with your coach. All right. So the coach that I work with is my success partner. We have similar goals in this business, so we run the groups together. We created a template, and it just goes through what we do in our accountability groups. I have it posted in our team Google Drive that you guys can access. It's titled Accountability Group Outline, so you can check that out and see how we host our groups. But again, what I would recommend is looking at the way your coach does it, listening to me and the way we kind of do it, and then determining how you want to run your own, because there is no right or wrong way. Some people want to be told, boom, 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 do it this way. And okay, I can do that. And that's me. That's my personality. Some people like to be told, this is the concept of an accountability group. Now go, you have the reins and create your own or develop your own. That's okay too. I recommend creating some type of outline that you can follow. It makes life easier down the road, but it's not anything you have to do up front. I recommend just getting in there, getting started, and figuring out what works for you as a coach, okay? So just know that there's no right or wrong way. You just got to do it, and you got to decide on a method and be consistent with that method, all right? So what I'm going to do is tell you what we do in our groups, and then you can kind of decide what you would like to do, how you would like to run your group. So it's titled an accountability group. So first and foremost, we have to offer some type of accountability and support, right? So there are different ways you can do that. Some people do daily check-ins. Some people do every other day or even weekly check-ins. It's up to you. It's also up to you how you want to structure people posting in the group. I know some coaches have their participants post a picture of their meals every day, or post a sweaty selfie every day, or whatever. It's up to you how you want to have people structure their posts as well. You get to kind of come up with the method, and then you get to kind of carry it out. So the thing is that you get to be the facilitator. You set the expectations. So however you set the expectations, that's how they're going to follow suit. All right. So for us, we get in there first of all, and we pump them up. All right. We start off with a pep talk and tell them, this is for you. We're pumped to have you here. You need to show up. You need to be consistent. And the more we all come together and do that, the better this group is going to be. So first of all, we pump them up, get them excited. Then we take a couple days to kind of help them get started off right. And we talk about different topics that help them get started off right. How to meal plan, how to meal prep, that type of thing. So we have a week where we do getting started right type tips each day. And then we have 3 weeks. So we do a 4-week groups. We have 3 weeks where we do accountability check-ins and offer some type of value daily. So this is where our template comes into place. I have a partner that I do the groups with. One person will do accountability check-ins all week. One person will do value. And then we will flip-flop. So if I'm doing the accountability check-ins, each day I will come into the group, I will post something. I usually do like a little motivational quote and then say check in here for Monday or check in here for Tuesday. And then it's up to you as the coach to decide and tell them up front what you want them to check in on. And I have always just done your nutrition on a scale of 1 to 10, your workout of the day, and your water intake. Sometimes people will do a fourth one and have them talk about personal development, which is something we do as coaches too. And we all know that it's really important to be doing that. So it's up to you as a coach how you want them to check in and how often you want them to check in. We do daily, but that would be up to you as the coach. And then the other person comes in daily and offers some type of value. Could be a little motivational quote, could be a recipe, could be a workout tip, a fact about why water is important for you, anything. In our template, we have daily themes so that we can kind of touch on different topics and have a good variety. Our challengers don't necessarily know that there's a theme, but it just helps us to stay on track. So we have Motivation Monday, Tasty Tuesday, Workout Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, and so forth. All right, so we will do 1 post a day for a check-in, 1 post a day for value, and that's it. 2 posts per day, you guys. It's so simple. The challenge group is so simple. Listen, it's going to be as simple or as complicated as you make it. So just make it simple for a couple of reasons. You don't want the group to be so crazy full of posts every day that they're overwhelmed. And you want the group, the members of the group, to see that running a challenge group really isn't that difficult. It's simple and can be duplicatable, because down the road, when you have rock star challengers, you're going to say, hey, I think you could make an awesome coach, and you want them to look at it and think, I could do this too. I think I could do this. You know what I'm saying? So make it simple. Keep it simple, all right? Some coaches post more in their challenge groups every day. Some post less. I say keep it simple. I do. And our template, like I said, is on the Google Drive, and you can check that out and follow that if you'd like. You can look at what your upline coach does and modify it. Change it as you go. Figure out what works and what doesn't work, and just consistently be modifying it to offer the best possible experience for the people that you're supporting. All right, you guys, I hope that makes sense. At the end of our group, so we do the 4-week groups, we do the 1 week of helping them get it started right, then we do 3 weeks of check-in posts, and at the end, we just celebrate each other's successes, all right? And throughout the group, as a community, our group members know they can come to us with successes and we'll celebrate. They can come to us when they're struggling and we'll offer suggestions. They can come to us when we're frustrated and we'll be there for them. It's a community. And the more that you build that up and hype up that this is for you, you got to show up, the more that you put in, the more that you're going to get out, is going to be a successful group, okay? Just so you know, I want you all to feel successful in running your challenge groups. So just so you know, it is completely normal for sometimes you to have a handful or a couple challengers who kind of fall off, or even people who don't appear to be participating, but when you check in on them are like, oh, I've lost 5 pounds. And you're like, oh, well, okay. So don't expect every challenger to use the challenge group in the same way, all right? Some like to sit back. Some like to be really active participants, but we do recommend that they just show up daily and show they're part of the group. All right, so I hope that this has been helpful. The last thing I want to say, you guys, is that as the coach, as the facilitator of the group, it's always important to stay in phase 1. And what I mean by that is be a challenger. Always be a challenger right alongside your participants. That shows them that you're real, like that you're a real person and that you are on a journey as well. And I think it helps you to be relatable to them. I check in every day with my challengers and I try to be honest in how my day has gone. And sometimes I'm like, dude, I killed it. And sometimes I'm like, today wasn't so good. And that's okay too, because we're also human. We're going to struggle sometimes as well. And that makes us relatable as a coach. And I think that the more they feel like they can relate to us as coaches, the more they will come to us for support when they're struggling or when they have questions or concerns and that type of thing. So stay in phase 1 and always be a challenger, and always be consistent in having a group monthly and in the method in which you host your groups. You guys, you have to be consistent and you have to show up if you expect your challengers to do the same. So, like I said, this Accountability group experience is where the magic happens. It's where the magic happened for me in my own journey. Maybe that's the same for you, but it's going to be where the magic happens for the people that you are supporting as well. So show up and be consistent and keep it simple. It's so simple. It's as simple or as complicated as you make it. So I hope that this has been helpful. Good luck in hosting your first challenge group, and be sure to check with your upline coach if you have any questions. Bye guys.